If you're a leader, that means you're already doing a lot of the big things right. You know your industry, you've got pretty good people skills, you're good at getting results. You don't need many more big things. In fact, what successful leaders tend to need to work on the most are the little things. Little things done consistently add up. And as a leader, as someone with so much influence over so many people, changing the right little things can have a massive impact. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some simple, little, but powerful habits for successful leaders that you can practice every day. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jamie, a leadership coach and trainer and author of the book, The Story Habit: How Leaders Shape Stories That Drive Action. In my videos, I talk about leadership tips for communicating, influencing, and boosting productivity. And if you're interested in learning more about the story habit, then you can download my free Story Habit Story Guide by clicking in the link in the description below. And by the way, if you enjoy this video, a like and subscribe would be highly appreciated. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. Wind down. A successful day starts the night before with good quality sleep. One of the worst habits you can develop is to bring your work to bed. If you're sitting in bed replying to messages, drafting reports, or even having phone calls just before you're about to go to sleep, this is all going to reduce the quality of your sleep. That starts a negative spiral, leaving you sleep deprived the next day, which leaves you dependent on coffee and sugar for quick energy boosts, which then makes it harder to sleep the next night, and on and on and on. The best thing you can do for a successful day is to take just a bit of time to wind down before bed. An hour is great, half an hour is fine, even if it's only 15 minutes. Just make sure that you are taking time to relax before you go to sleep. That could involve reading a book, doing breathing exercises, yoga, or whatever works for you. So, habit 1. When it's close to bedtime, take some time to unwind in order to increase the quality of your sleep. Self-care. It's the morning and your alarm clock sounds. Hopefully you've had a good night's sleep. Now, throughout the rest of your day, you're probably going to be giving more than you're getting. You're going to be giving energy, care, and time to your family, your friends, your co-workers, your team, and your business. When you give your energy to others first, you're not always going to have enough energy left over to give to yourself. So start the day with some self-care, some time for you to give to yourself. There are plenty of videos out there on morning routines, but what's most important is you do what works for you. Maybe you like meditating, or yoga, or just going for a walk, or just sitting there with a cup of coffee and reading the news, or reading a book, or maybe writing a book, or writing in your journal, or going to the gym, and so on. Make that first part of the day your gift to you. Give yourself what you need before you give to others. So habit number 2. When I wake up, I will take some time to do something for myself in order to take care of my needs before I give to others. Plan. So you've woken up, you've taken care of yourself. Now it's time to start the day. A great habit here is to plan your day. Now, this could involve scheduling your day, setting goals for your day, or even just deciding what you're going to focus on today. But a key question you should be asking yourself here is, what would make today a success? The answer to that question should decide your focus for the rest of the day. So habit number 3. When I start work, I will plan for the day in order to ensure I focus on the right things for the day. Greet. Habit number 4. Now, we work with people. As leaders, we lead people. We manage teams of people. But we spend most of our time talking about business. The easiest thing you can do to build a strong working relationship with the people you lead is to talk about them before you talk about business. When you see them for the first time, take a bit of time to ask them how they're doing, how their weekend was, how their kids are, and so on. When you start a meeting, turn up early so you have time for some relaxed small talk. Even if it's just talking about lunch, about the weather, or their plans for the evening. And when you go to the coffee machine, get in the elevator, or sit down in the cafeteria, make sure you smile, make eye contact, and greet people. Even if you don't want to talk during these times, and even if they don't want to talk with you, at least greet them, at least show them some warmth. A lot of my work focuses on helping leaders influence people, and I can tell you, based on my experience, personal relationships are like grease for influence. The stronger the personal relationship you have with people, the easier you'll find it to influence them. And I can tell you as well, only ever talking about business and never talking about them is the easiest and most common way of destroying relationships. So habit number 4. When I see my team members, I will ask about them before I ask about business in order to strengthen our relationship. Meetings. I bet you have meetings in your day. And if you're like most leaders, you probably spend more time in meetings than you would like to. Many leaders complain about their people spending more time in meetings than they do actually working. Meetings can quickly become a drain on everyone's time. But there is one simple habit that, when used at the right time, can save yourself and everyone else a lot of time. And that habit is this. When you get an invite to a meeting, check if there is a clear purpose and agenda. If there is no clear purpose or agenda, it is highly likely the meeting will turn out to be a waste of time. The discussion will likely go round and round in circles without achieving anything. So before you click accept, first check, is there a clear purpose? Is there a clear agenda? If so, then great. But if not, then politely explain you would like to see the purpose and agenda before you commit to this meeting. This habit will save you from joining pointless meetings, and it will encourage everyone else you meet with to get organized as well. So, habit number 5. When I get invited to a meeting, I will ensure there is a clear purpose and agenda before accepting, in order to prevent wasting time. Problems. As a leader, you've got people coming to you with problems. But these problems can trap you into bad habits. If you always give suggestions, then this encourages your people to always come to you for suggestions, rather than thinking of things for themselves. Coaching is a fantastic skill for leaders to develop because it helps you to help your people to grow. And problems are a great opportunity for coaching. And coaching doesn't have to be complicated. It can simply come down to just practicing the right habits at the right time. And one simple coaching habit is to challenge them to think of the solution instead of giving it to them. Just ask them, what do you think the solution is? This invites them to reflect on their own and may get them into the habit of finding solutions instead of coming to you with problems. So habit number 6. When people come to me with problems, I'll ask them to think of the solution first to encourage them to solve problems on their own. Frustrations. Another part of being a leader is dealing with frustrations. Maybe people don't like a decision you've made. Maybe they're not happy with a change that's happened. Maybe they're frustrated with how you treated them. Now, when people are frustrated, they're emotional. And when they're emotional, they're not rational. Think of your brain as having a little switch. Either it's in emotional mode or it's in rational mode. When you're able to think rationally, you're probably not very emotional. And likewise, when you're emotional, you're definitely not going to be very rational. And when people come to us with their frustrations, the solution might be clear to us if they could just think more rationally. But here's the thing, they can't think rationally in that moment because they're emotional. So what do? You need to listen to them. By listening to them, you give them a chance to vent their emotions. And once they've vented, they can then calm down and start thinking more rationally. So here is habit number 8. When people come to me with frustrations, I'll listen to them in order to let them vent their emotions and calm down. Reflect. As it gets to the end of the day, this is a chance to reflect. How did the day go? Did I achieve everything I set out to? What did I learn? There are lots of theories out there about how people learn. Apparently some people learn by reading, some by listening, some by doing. But in reality, there is really only one way anyone learns anything, and that is by reflecting. It doesn't matter what you read, listen to, or do. It's only when you reflect after that that you learn from it. Reflection is an essential component of growth. But given that most people are so busy these days, we tend not to take enough time to reflect. But when we don't take the time to reflect, we don't take the time to grow. And you don't have to take much time either. It could be as short as 5 minutes at the end of every day. All you need to do is reflect back on the day, what you did well and what you could have done better. And the insights you gain from reflecting today can help you grow tomorrow. So habit number 9. When it comes to the end of the day, I'll reflect on what I learned from the day in order to continue growing. Transition. So now it's the end of the day and it's time to finish work and get home. It's now time to leave our work behind and come back to our personal life. And this is especially important if you have a family. Now, I'll be honest, I find this the hardest habit to develop, but it's important because my family need me. I call this habit the transition habit. All it is a simple ritual that you set up to help your unconscious mind register that you've stopped working now. It could be as simple as taking 3 breaths before you open the door. It could involve changing out of your work clothes. It could be closing your laptop or turning off your phone. It could even be hugging your children. Whatever it is, it's a commitment to yourself that you will not focus on work anymore today. And it's now time to focus on other things. Focus on resting. Focus on relationships. Focus on fun. Whatever is important to you at the end of the day. So habit number 10. When I finish work, I will practice a transition ritual to help my unconscious register that I have finished work. I hope you found those 10 habits useful. I'll be honest, I really struggle with that last one, but I think it's the most important one. As for the other habits, the thing I love about them the most is that they're all so simple. Those tiny little things you do that will add up to make a big difference to your day. I'd love to know which one is your favorite, so please share in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, a like and subscribe would really make my day. Thanks for watching and have a great day.